Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Yo, let me know. Y'all can hear me in this. Okay, y'all, can you hear the roar of the crowd, people? What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday, girl. We're here for Real Housewives of Atlanta, plus a little bit of the like mess. Because Real Housewives of Atlanta was not that entertaining. So I'm probably gonna talk about more than that in this live. Okay. So do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, clip it, you know what I'm saying? Like just do stuff, engage with my content, please. Okay, thank you. Also at some point I will throw up something that says give me money. That is a ask. That is not a tell, but it is all appreciated, hunty. Okay. All of it's appreciated. All right. All of it. Thank you. So I want to start with just some like regular mess, right quick, right fast. Let me see. Did I save it? I want to see if I saved it. Damn, I did not save it. God darsh. God darsh. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute, y'all. Yeah, no, okay, I did not save it. But before, like, I have like 3 things I want to talk about before we get into Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, just real quick, real fast, right? First of all, I saw one of the kids online talking about how y'all are doing this wrong. And I thought it was just me. I thought it was just me, right? Okay, so I know the new generation be like refurbishing shit and then like doing it themselves and then putting new meanings on it. This was always applause. This has always been applause. I know people are like clock it, but that means applause. So, like for instance, I remember mostly seeing this in ballroom culture. Somebody coming there doing something fantastic, but it's something like, you know, it's something real sassy about hitting them with the okay. It is in accordance with applause, but I don't want to do all of that. So, for instance, I went to a show. I'm not gonna tell y'all what kind of show, but I went to a show. You don't want to be in there clapping. That's not the vibe. The vibe is very low key. Hit him with a okay. And then I don't want to keep banging my hands together. Like, I don't know about y'all, but clapping exerts a lot of energy from me. And I don't always feel like clapping. Sometimes I feel like using my hand like a damn tambourine. And other times I don't feel like clapping. This is what you get. So for instance, I was in my Jeep. I saw these 2 young men walking down the street styled for the gods. Okay. Very like dandy. You know what I'm saying? It was given patterns, plaids, browns, a hat, an overall tee, bags to match, whatever it was. I saw them, they saw me. Okay, understood. No words, everybody got it. My husband was sitting next to me. He got it. Everybody got it. So I was just like, the fact that there's actual confusion is hilarious to me. Okay, stop stealing people's shit if you don't know what you talking about, bruh. Like, it's so weird. It's like the way y'all took woke. Like, it's just like Erykah Badu been saying I stay woke in songs since like 05. You know what I'm saying? I stay woke. Me, 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 me. I stay woke, pretty baby. I forgot the lyrics. Till the sun goes. I stay woke. I stay woke. Like, y'all taking it and making it lame and harsh. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, please and thank you. Also what I wanted to get into. My people out there who watch me, who are influenced by me, hi, I love you. I appreciate you. Let's do this together. When y'all see posts like this, I want y'all to stop getting mad. When y'all see posts like this, I want y'all to stop engaging with this content in the way that you like naturally feel, which is to be like, pick me. You know what I'm saying? Like, call her out. Let's read what she said. A lot of women seem to be great women to the eye, but behind closed doors, they are broken, verbally abusive, and in denial about needing help. I really wish this was a topic men discussed more. Now, mind you, as long as I have been on Beyonce's internet, back when it was still Al Gore's internet, they have consistently had places that you could find people talking about how much they hate women. There have been chat rooms that you could say crazy shit to women ever since chat rooms were created, bitch. Have you never seen the episode of SVU in the early 2000s? Don't. Stop it. Stop it. They're always talking about how women are fucked up, how women are crazy. Like, and a lot of the times, not a lot, some of the time, I can see your point. But most of the time, it's y'all. Most of the time, it's y'all. So when women online that look like this get online and say stuff like this, she's looking for clientele. And this is why I want y'all to stop being mad. Stop being mad, because when women, they're not just a pick me. Oh, no. It's not just about, oh, let some Devontae come and pick them. Like, that's not what it is. It's all of the men who like this type of bullshit. They will pay. They will pay a girl for a video of her feet. Those men that think that way, they pay online, they pay in person. Like, they are the sweetest guys to the sex workers that they pay most of their income to. Just a little sad. They're just a little sad. And they get on the internet and they hate. And then they look for women like her that are saying the things that they want to hear. Please understand, these women are sex workers. These women are just out here trying to make a living. And this is how you get men to come to your DMs. You know, basically, I'll pay you $400 for pictures of your feet. Listen, stop letting these niggas get you upset. Stop letting these so-called pick-me women get you upset. Yes, there is a group of special pick-me bitches out there that love to put on capes whenever something goes down. You see them in all the comments, okay? In every blog post, all right? They're for the niggas. The niggas are not for them. But it doesn't matter. Just understand that there's a subset group of very mentally disturbed young women that have not been freed from the guise of bullshit yet. Let them live over there. Let them live over there. Maybe one day they'll catch it. It'll be caught. And then they grown asses will come over to the side of common sense. Okay? Because this is just stupid at this point. Y'all, I was watching back season 3 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Y'all, season 3 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta has, yeah, I don't know why. Love and Hip Hop used to have every storyline possible in one season, okay? But in season 3, you guys, watching the Stevie J Jocelyn, you know, my man, but I hate on other women, but I like other women the way men do in a predatory manner shit. You see that a lot. You see Mimi, like, you just see them believing lies over and over again. The men will literally be telling them the truth, but they want the lie. Tammy and Waka Flocka, like, they hadn't even got married yet. And the way these men are letting you know that they're not going to be faithful, but selling you this dream, and you believe that if you just hold on a little longer. Tammy is literally in season 3, like, long ago are the times where I just forgave Waka for cheating on me. Mind you, we're about to watch it happen for another 10 years. Yo, it is so crazy. So Rashida and Kirk. And that brings me to the next topic that we're going to talk about before we get into Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's what y'all here for, but please indulge me today. So this popped up on my timeline this morning. And I just finished watching season 3. Let me tell y'all what happened in season 3. Season 3 is coming up off the hot tub scene. Y'all remember the hot tub scene, okay? Rashida just had a baby for Kirk. Kirk DNA tested the baby. Kirk also had the first young woman named Jasmine come into the house to be a babysitter. It was so obvious. This is a young woman he's priming, grooming to fuck. It's obvious. You could see the glee in his eyes. Like, you could see it in his disposition, how excited he is to get somebody that looks like 19-year-old Rashida to come and work in their household so she will be easily accessible for him to groom and fuck. The girl is in a household. She's going to see how great of a father and a husband he is. Grooming. You can't tell me that that's probably not what happened with the other Jasmine too. You are young. This man is acting as if he has such a wholesome life, which is attractive to young women that didn't grow up with wholesome lifestyles. These men still kind of put forth a daddy-like energy that those women are looking for. And they know that. And they're like, they're manipulating them, and they know they are because they're so excited to do it. Y'all, when you watch it back, you can just see the stupidity in the glee. And then watching Rashida, just after having a baby, come home to that girl sitting on her sofa. Give me my baby. Okay. Girl, Kalina is on this season, y'all. Kalina has her girlfriend come in town, and all they do is party. And then you make it seem like the husband is the one that needs you to get back to business. Then when the girlfriend leaves, the nigga tells her that, what business? Ain't nobody listening to your music. Kalina is really supposed to be gay, but Kalina has obviously been indoctrinated into the misogyny in such a way that she's codependent on men. But the way she's another one, the way she obsessed about other women's bodies, her and Jocelyn were talking the same predatory talk about women. It's such a good season, but it's so crazy to watch because then you realize how many of these people were lying. Y'all, Scrappy, first of all, Scrappy is all swollen at this point. Nigga looked like a Pillsbury Doughboy version of himself. Still a little adorable, little chipmunk cheeks. And Bam has entered the chat and he's playing basketball and hunching her and he really likes her, but he doesn't love her. He's still flirting with Erica. Then he got Erica Pinkett that he fucking and pillow talking with. Like, then you got Mama D fighting with Bam. But then Bam has a miscarriage, so now Mama D got to act like she liked Bam for a little while. He was actively like having her know that I'm not really feeling you like that yet, but I want to be with you. Then he was telling her he wanted her to get pregnant. I feel like what we were watching was Bam be manipulated just like all the women are being manipulated, y'all. And I hate the fact that y'all act like that's not what's happening. Like, oh, just because she was in competition, all of the women are in competition with each other because the man creates triangulation. He keeps overlapping them. If you really think that Erica and Bam didn't have the same mentality about competing for this man, why is Erica still sitting at the table to this day? Like, y'all child is grown. Why is she still there? Because there's an emotional attachment there that she never let go of either. Both of them. So it's just so, and then watching Bam fall into the trap was crazy. He really, you know what I'm saying? Like, Bam, I wish you would have believed him. But she did leave him. She left him. And then he came looking for her. And by the time he came looking for her, I'm looking for the Bam and all of that shit. By the time that happened, then it was, I love you. I love you. And I want to be with you. And then I'm going to marry you to prove it and all of that shit. Like, it's just wild to watch. It's just very wild to watch it back, to watch Scrappy be such a whore and be so, like, you know, such a player with these women and then turn around now and have this very scorned mentality, like you're mad because now the women are too old to keep going for this game that was so easy for you to play when you were younger. So now it's like, oh, I ain't chasing no woman. You never really did, son. The only reason you chased Bambi is because you messed up the relationship so bad you had to go chase her in order to get her back. You was messing up the relationship from the beginning. The overlapping and then telling the Erica Pinkett girl about her miscarriage and the girl walking over. Like, you all, like, Scrap always creates these environments, right? It's the same thing with Shakira and his mom. Like, you create the environment for these boundary crossings and then get mad and then want to throw your hands up and run away like you had no part, and why that girl is here in the first place, and why your mama continues to overstep her boundaries, because sometimes she's doing the shit you want her to do. So you let her overstep her boundaries. A real man can stop his mom from doing all of this boundary crossing. Like, come on. But you don't want to, because she does the shit that you don't always feel like doing. And that's Scrappy's main thing right now, is to get women to do the labor he doesn't want to do for himself. It is crazy to watch. Yeah, brought her the puppy and ambushed her with the proposal. Consistently, like, pushing it. And then after you do all of this damage and people don't want to take you back, you act mad and hurt and bitter. Like, especially in comparison to how he used to be. But anyway, y'all, I want to get into this mess right here about Kirk, Yandy, and Mendeecees. I know I probably listen. I'm going to Atlanta this weekend. I have stuff to get done, so I probably won't be here as much this week. So that's why I want to make sure that I talk about this while it's fresh. I'm definitely still going to come to y'all tomorrow on Wednesday during the day. But let's get into this.
Love Hip Hop Atlanta. It's a great show to watch. I'm loving this season. Yandy is one of my babies who I love. Mm-hmm. I didn't think in a million years that my baby Rashida and my other baby Yandy would be at odds.
Okay, so let's stop. Why are you calling? I know what it is, y'all. I know it's to create the familiarity. I know, y'all. I remember seeing Carlos back in the day breaking up fights on season 1 of Love and Hip Hop. I know he has history with these people, but it is sometimes such a I want to be mother to grown ass women type of energy that low key annoys me a tad bit, but that's just me being me, and you gonna let me. All right.
For me, I just look at it like, what you finna say? Okay. I hear you. Look, I can hear you. Like, and you ain't talking, but I can hear you. I don't like when people try to throw something on you that is so false. Like they're trying to the
concept was girlfriend, girl code. This is what I'm going to run with, girl code, girlfriend. And this being honest, Rashida introduced her to her friends. Rashida gave her the game on the restaurant, how to get the liquor license, how to do stuff. She really put up on the game, right? But the thing is, people get to see what's said on TV. But
okay, so on some level, y'all trying to let us know that y'all have been real friends to people. Yandy and Mendeecees, you help them get their business up. You help them create the space for them to come down here and be on the show. You moved out the way. You rolled out the red carpet. I will give y'all that. I will absolutely give that. Y'all can be very, very supportive when it is advantageous, just like everybody else. It doesn't mean y'all don't do flaw shit. And I feel like y'all keep saying for the TV of it because you want us to believe that that's a narrative that's only happening on television. But it's also something we've kind of seen as a repeated pattern over a decade on television. So don't move yourself too far away from it now.
When I had Cannon, Yandy she never got a phone call.
Well, those friends who supported me, that she wasn't a part of that.
Right. She never got phone call.
She never talked to me at all.
Okay,
so from then to now, she's never checked on her during that situation. And you can speak on it.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I say when you say girl.
Okay, here's the thing. What part of this, Rashida, did you want somebody to check up on you about? What part of it? Because if I recall correctly, Yandy wasn't on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta when this situation first happened for you. By the time she came into the situation on this show, y'all had already had y'all shit going on. Like, what was she supposed to call you and tell you about? But at the same time, I feel like y'all are both the same type of person being mad at each other for being the same type of woman. The type of woman that will feign ignorance and make herself a victim or disassociate because you are trying to ignore how your husband is embarrassing you or cheating on you or lying to you. There is something going on where your husband is creating this environment where you now have to defend him and you have to defend yourself. And what you're going to do is always cling to the person who you lay down with every night. That's just what it is. And we all understand that, Rasheeda and Kirk. But I feel like I would be remiss if I did not mention that both Rasheeda and Yandy make such huge self-sacrifices on behalf of their men that they can't help but to let that toxicity bleed into their relationships with other people, because nobody owes y'all conversations about what y'all men are doing. Nobody owes y'all these conversations. And the reason why I say that is because most of us who would come to you and be real with you, you're going to get mad at us. That's why we don't tell y'all. Those of us that would come to you and want to be honest and want to give your friend the heads up, your friend gonna get mad at you because you gave her the heads up because she didn't want to hear it at that time. And because she didn't want to hear it, you're the bad guy for telling her. So yeah, that's why most women are not going to come to you and tell you shit about your man, especially if you married to him. I feel like you need to find out shit like that on your own when you're ready to accept it and do something about it. Whether you're going to stay or leave. But it's not nobody else's responsibility to have conversations with you about your husband and his outside behavior. It's wild that everybody has this expectation of one another while knowing you really don't want your girl to bring this shit to you. Y'all, Rashida, you didn't want Yandy to come to you about that shit. And Yandy, you didn't want Rashida to come to you about that shit. Y'all just want somebody to be mad at besides these niggas.
Cold, real friend. You try to get these people to rally up against, like, and long story short, me and Rashida contract was up and motherfuckers was going for our spot. That's what really happened now. But Kai, my son, got into a collision. It was on the shade room. 8 million views, everything. Yandy never called her to check on Kai. Is everything
when I
okay?
tell you, I heard from every person on the planet.
What confused me is how all of a sudden you such a friend and you never checked on her when the Cannon thing happened. You never checked on it even when we came alive.
You never checked on her when the Candy thing happened. Ain't it funny how a nigga will hold somebody else to a higher standard than they will themselves, the one who actually caused the harm? Like, bitch, you ain't reach out to my old lady when I had broke her heart that one time? What kind of friend are you?
When Jasmine came back, you never even checked on her then, but y'all friends.
And also, too, just for the thing, I don't like to be blamed for something that I had no parts of. Okay. And that's where I think my patience runs short. You can't sit here and say it's all because of Kirk and Rashida that we're dealing with this Jasmine situation. We can't say that. And that's what kind of took it there for me, because I'm like, okay, now you want to play the friend card, but Yandy, you've been doing this reality TV shit for a long time. Before me. So you know how the game going, the play. So if we real friends, we don't go past those lines. We keep it straight. We keep it 100. We keep it a buck. You already knew what you were doing. And so that's why I gave it the energy I gave. And I said what I said, because at the end of the day, I know what you're doing and it's okay. And if people want to run with it and say, Rashida's not a good friend, she's not
I'm going to say Rashida is not a good friend to anybody on these reality shows. I'm going to say you're not a good friend to anybody that's on these reality shows. Now, the people that's in your real life, you do have friends that you've had for a long ass time. But I also feel like those are also the people that are grown enough to not be in your business. Like in real life, y'all know as grown adult married people, y'all don't judge or y'all don't get involved in whatever each other got going on. And you only talk about whatever the other one's husbands are doing if they bring it to you. Everybody knows that. But y'all on reality TV, it's a different situation. But I'm going to just say, your real friends don't normally put you in that situation until they tell you some shit you don't want to hear. And I feel like all of Rashida and Candy and Mangetta and all of them are the type of women that are not going to say anything until they homegirl bring it to them. I'm not saying shit. If you want to be over there doing whatever you're doing, fine. Because they all remember when they wanted to be left alone about their embarrassing shit.
Where your man stick his penis ain't got nothing to do with me.
Okay.
Well, with that being said, you did say in your confessional that, you know, it is rumored that allegedly Mendeecees has other women. Do you think Mendeecees is cheating on Yandy?
Have you ever asked that question in Atlanta?
Do you think Mendeecees cheating on you? Okay. Yeah. Because first of all, hell no.
I left Atlanta for a reason.
Okay, then. There we go. Sounds like a plead the fifth one for me, baby. Yeah.
You said it out your mouth.
Well, this is what I'm going to say.
I never met
She said she saw a video. They said there's a video going around of Mendeecees that they both saw, Kirk and Rashida.
Mendeecees, I don't know anything.
Let me tell you this. I want to say something.
I know, Kirk. I want Rashida to answer.
Well,
because you said in your interview.
This is what I will say. I've seen things, and that's just that. That people have brought to me. Let me say it like that.
Did you ever go to her with the things you've seen? Why not?
Because I don't do stuff like that. Like, because somebody's bringing me something. Now, had I walked in and seen this somebody, then I might pick up the phone and be like, baby, listen, I just walked in and seen your man going crazy. You better get your ass here before I whip his. You know,
well, the things you seen were just like rumors.
You know, just a little bit people saying that B-Day receipts, you know, that they have. But I'm really not that girl, though. Like, I'm not sitting here running around doing.
I really like this shirt that Rashida got on. I'm about to go to her website and look for it.
Doing this and doing that. But also, too, I feel like this. Me and Yandy have not had that type of relationship. Like, we don't talk about our husbands. And I know people see the television side of things, and we are in the same friend circles. But there's levels to friendships. Like, I get it. You said that and you did that. There was an agenda, and it's totally fine. You can have the agenda. Y'all can have that. It's all cool. But don't sit here and try to play on my character like, oh my God, I've been holding you down so long and you ain't even got my back. Girl, where was you at when I was going through my You didn't reach out that way. You ain't pull up on me. You know why? Because we don't know where each other lives. We never have.
Never been to each other.
We've never been to each other's house.
Friends.
And mind you, the whole cast of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta has been to Rashida's house at some point or another.
So then the world wants to look at me like I'm some type of
to her house or vice versa.
No,
y'all ain't friends. Y'all ain't friends. Do you feel like Yandy and Mendeecees are trying to come for y'all spot on the show?
Well, me and Mendeecees had a call, and you know, and I was producers had a little something that Rashida don't like a producer on the show, right? So he does spiteful shit to Rashida, and I had to check and say, listen, you about at my wit's end now. I'm telling the people, he do this again, I'm gonna fuck him up. Like, cause you playing, you thinking it's a joke, and I'm trying to let you know I don't rock like that. I keep it 100. I don't. So with me and Mendeecees, we good. We talking, and he told me, he said, listen, man, what had happened is it was a play. It didn't go the right way, but he told me on the phone, just straight up and down, you just gonna have to take it on the chin. Yo,
no, I know you wanted to go out.
I know you wanted to go out on top because I said, well, I'm glad it's me and Rashida's last month season anyway. I'm glad to get.
We would have been so happy if it was. Rashida and Kirk, no disrespect. Like, I enjoy eating y'all up. Like, it's fun. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, I do wish that y'all would just go back into being civilians. Like, just go back to living y'all life regular and not exposing us to y'all like that. I think y'all got all y'all businesses and stuff only because I feel like the longer y'all do reality TV, the longer y'all resent how people see y'all because of reality TV. And it's just like, if you're not gonna like be on here enjoying what it is, get off. I feel like they don't even like being on the show. Like,
I was just venting
to your point.
I'm trying to negotiate.
Hey,
I want them to give me some more money. I'm trying to raise my pay. So I said the wrong.
Love y'all. Y'all keep it real.
You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers thinking we leaving. So motherfuckers is challenging the position. Oh, I'm saying that's like, what the now here's the thing. You in Atlanta, we in Atlanta. I have friends that I love who do certain things in their marriage and relationship. I don't judge them. I love them. I don't care.
Nigga, you a man. Y'all never care what y'all homeboys doing in their relationships. That's never a worry of y'all whatsoever. Y'all never care if the women are being beat, if they being assaulted. Everybody's just gonna act like they don't know what the fuck going on. Stop it.
If you doing what you're doing, do what you do. I just feel like they held back some information from us that they should have told us. And that's me keeping it up.
What are you laughing about, Rashida?
In terms of like things they knew about you guys, or just what they were going through?
Go to Vegas and look up me and Rashida marriage certificate.
Well, no, not
okay. So that's what he's talking about. That's why she's laughing. He's talking about, I feel like y'all should have told us y'all wasn't legally married.
In terms of us, because one thing I do have to say is me and Kirk been as transparent as you can get when it comes to this. We put this shit out there. Like I dealt with the whole.
And I said this, and I'm getting in because I don't care where he put his private. It's his, right? This is me keeping it 100. But when you start saying slick like, well, I'm the only one on the show who ain't had a baby, you don't have all these goddamn baby mamas coming for Yandy. I'm just cheap.
This is true. Y'all, this is true. I'm and rewatching, y'all watching Yandy from season 3 of Love and Hip Hop New York. Get pregnant by Mendeecees. Mendeecees leave her at the baby shower talking about your daddy gonna do it. I'm going out to the club. Then he ends up going to jail. Before he went to jail, she was feeling like he wasn't interested in her. He wasn't staying home. He wasn't being there for her. So he wasn't staying home when you got pregnant. He wasn't staying home once you had the baby. Then he went to jail and you knew exactly where the fuck he was at all times. And I feel like you like the fact that he wasn't out in the street stressing you the fuck out when he was in jail. Because he went back and forth to jail. And Yandy played that woe is me. My man is in jail. Y'all feel sorry for me because the system did this to my man. Girl, he was a kingpin. You can't tell me no different. Okay? Either way, he gets out of jail. You didn't held it together. You didn't dealt with the baby mamas and the other women that had babies at the same time as you, because you and Erica have a child around the same age. So stop acting like just because you wasn't married to him, you didn't have to deal with baby mama drama. At one point, y'all was overlapping. Cut it out, Yandy. Okay? So fast forward to now, and Mendeecees is still out in the streets. I feel like this is a relationship that she has been fighting for since she got in it. And I feel like that's what Yandy has turned into. Somebody that is constantly fighting for a relationship. And the man feel like he's always pulling away. But she's so valuable and she makes herself valuable, right? You stay in good shape. You on your money. You have fame. You also have access to litigators and attorneys and civil rights activists and all of the people in Congress and shit. So now, not only are you rich and powerful in this street hip hop scene, now you're rich and powerful in politics. I almost feel like as great as Yandy is with her aspirations for herself as a young woman, the way she has like gone up the ranks in life, Yandy is extremely impressive, y'all. Please don't get me wrong, but I sometimes wonder if she is doing it for a man. Like she's just so she could be everything. It seems like every time she is seeking something out career-wise, it is so that she could be of service to a certain type of man. I feel like being the church girl, being in books and all of that, you a little nerdy. You want the hip-hop guy. You want the guy in the streets, right, Yandy? So what do? You become a part of hip-hop, which is the legal version of street shit. Everybody knows it, okay? So now you can climb and become somebody of power in that industry so you can get that type of man. You get Mendeecees, right? Then Mendeecees is having issues with the law. How do you keep a man that's always having issues with the law or is traumatized by having to deal with the law? You be a woman that has so many contacts that he feels safe being with you because he knows you will find a way to get him out because of who you know and the type of energy you have. So I just kind of feel like Yandy is constantly doing things in her life to make herself more valuable to a man, and that makes me a little sad. That makes me a little sad that her drive is because of that. Like, think about it. You was in the music business. Why are you now in political? Like, you're yes, okay, she was doing it before then, though. Before the Black Lives Matter era, I feel like Yandy was already kind of in that world, and it's because you recognize, okay, who has the power above this? If you start off in the street, the people that have legit power connected to the street back then, hip hop aren't, music. These are your executives. These are the people with power. Who have power over the executives? These are the politicians. I feel like she's climbing a ladder so that she can always be valuable to the man that she's trying to keep. Everything in her life has been trying to find that, trying to keep that man, trying to preserve that man. That shit is exhausting.
Keeping it 100, but none of my, I'm not. This is stuff that happened on the show, right?
Yeah.
But I really feel like, for me, number one, what's happening for Mendeecees and Yandy, you know, for Atlanta to like you, it needs to happen because they funny down here anyway. You know, Atlanta is funny. You are getting some new traction, right? So I'm gonna give you your prop. That's the Harlem. He's smart. I got to give him credit when credit is due, and I got to give her credit when credit is due because they attacked us in a way where now they're into it with Kirk and Rashida. And that's where I was like, I applaud.
Right. Yandy constantly making it an issue. Well, why, Rashida, why you ain't tell me? Rashida, why you ain't tell me? Why do Rashida need to tell you? Why did Rashida need to tell you? And Mendeecees and Kirk already know what it is. Keep the lie alive, my nigga. Like, we have to keep the lie alive.
Applaud you for that one. You did your big one, right? But I do think on No Shade, I'm like, bro, I've been to 2 weddings. For me to find out you motherfuckers really ain't married, that threw me for a loop.
Are Yandy and Mendeecees legally not married?
There's no marriage certificate. Those were weddings.
Between us girls, Rashida, is that true?
Listen, this is what I will tell you. A marriage certificate is a legal document and a public document that you can pull up and go get right now. That's what I will tell you.
So when he said take it on the chin, that's chess for me. It's like checkmate. You trying to get in a position that I currently hold. I'm like, you hold up. So I'm like, this is a married thing right here, you know, because you got to get there only by being a couple, right? So that was like break number 1. But if y'all got an open relationship, just say it. Instead of us thinking you cheated, because he's really not cheating if it's not what we think. Listen, I'm not disrespecting it because
she is smart.
Him. But
really?
No, I really.
But here's the thing. This is why I don't like it. You don't get to not really be a wife legally and then hold your wifehood over other women's heads. And that's what Yandy does. Yandy puts herself in a position, you know, a pedestalization over other women. She did the same thing with the other women in Mendeecees' life, with Samantha, with Erica. She puts herself on a pedestal because of how useful she is to him, because of what she can provide for him. Okay? But at the end of the day, like, I'm glad she didn't legally tie herself to him like that. For real, I'm glad you kept something for yourself. But essentially, I feel like it's stupid for you to keep lying about being married. Just to be clear, as Kirk will say, 2 different weddings, y'all. The first wedding was before he did that long bid, right? But once he got out, we knew that they weren't legally married. Once he got out, we was like, oh, now they legally gonna get married. So they went to Dubai. They went to Dubai and got married. And this time we like, oh, they definitely signed the paperwork this time. They went through all of the trouble of flying everybody out to Dubai. And they still didn't get that fucking marriage certificate. I'm sorry, y'all. That shit is hilarious. And I think we all thought it, but we did not know it. They're confirming that they went to 2 weddings, one all the way in fucking Dubai, and Yandy still has not sent that damn paperwork in. My God, today.
No, and I'm just saying, if it's something different, I think just say that.
Do you think Yandy and Mendeecees have an open relationship?
It's something they're not telling the world, bro. Okay. It's something they're not telling the world. Rashida. I respect.
I'm sorry, that was my mama.
Okay, cool.
Hey,
I do. You. Okay, like I said, I do have respect for Mendeecees though. He's a cool dude. You know, he's a smart dude too though. He laid back, but he cutting.
For me, it's just don't try to deflect and make it seem like it's us who's doing this to y'all. We don't have nothing to do with that. Okay. And then secondly, like, I just say,
and I agree with that, Rashida. If y'all have an open relationship, if you know your man is out here doing whatever the fuck he wants to do and you let him, then what the fuck is you over here getting mad at Rashida and Kirk for, so you can make yourself an adversary to them? You're not going to take their spot on Atlanta. That's just not how that works to me. I don't even know why Kirk's saying, oh, they coming for our spot. They can't really take y'all spot. First of all, nobody likes them enough for that. We don't even really like y'all. And you know that, but we're comfortable with y'all. Y'all are from Atlanta. Y'all got farmhouses in Atlanta. Y'all got businesses in Atlanta. Y'all are Atlanta. Yandy and Mendeecees are New York. Just because it's cheaper for them to be in Atlanta right now does not mean we are ever going to put them in your spot on a show that y'all have been on since season 1. This is y'all show. Like, I hate to say it like that, but like Mendeecees and Yandy were never going to come on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and be the Kirk and Rashida. We were never going to see it like that. They were still going to be Yandy and Mendeecees. They were still going to be Yandy and Mendeecees, child. And y'all still was going to be Rashida and Kirk. And it just would have been now Rashida and Kirk are off the show. Now, we know Bam and Scrap, had they stayed together, they would have been the older couple in that spot, but they didn't stay together. So here we are. But I think y'all need to be okay with the fact that there really shouldn't be an older couple. Like, stop this shit. All that is I feel like the ones who have been beaten and tied, like they tired now. They don't want to fight back. They comfortable in the situation that they in. They are the example of the women that just go along to get along, to have a certain type of lifestyle. And there are a lot of women that follow that mindset, which is why we don't need to have just them on there no more. Oh my God, I'm tired, Rashida and Kirk. Because Kirk has been so fucking disrespectful in their marriage. Like, so like ornery and complaining all the time. Like, y'all, Kirk is complaining every fucking season about something. And Rashida is just like standing there withstanding all of this like mental abuse, I feel like. Because when you think about the gymnastics of it, first, y'all together, she's the younger one, you're the older one, you were managing her, she trying to do her career, you telling her career is whack. That's something that's taken from her, right? You're taken from her in that space. Then, you know, she has another baby for you, you cheat on her, you have a threesome, you do it on television, everybody sees it, you embarrass her, she's pregnant, probably feeling bad about herself, and gotta watch you be in the bed with 2 other hoes, you know, random bitches, whatever. Okay. Then you have the audacity, as she is trying to regain her body and her power in the situation, you go and test DNA test y'all baby on national television, and then make everybody question whether she is on the same level as you. Then you disrespected her mama. Mama rolled over your car. The streets was disrespecting you everywhere you went. And so now you want to come back, Rashida, I'm sorry, Rashida. I'm so sorry, Rashida. Rashida takes you the fuck back, because what else is she going to do? And then what happens after that? We find out about Cannon. Right after that, season 6. Okay? We find out about Cannon. And at the time, Cannon is like, what, 2 years old or some shit like that? Meaning that during the time when he was supposed to be making up with Rashida, he was getting Jasmine pregnant with the child that we don't find out about until season 6. So for me, yes. For me, for them to like come to this point in their relationship and act like, oh, we figured something out. Y'all haven't figured shit out. Y'all are just now getting too old to respond to the shit in the same manner. But it's been blow after blow after blow after blow. I feel like this is the only rest period Rashida has ever had. And that is because this nigga is now old and it's not as attractive anymore. When Kirk had an Adam's apple and a bald head, he was still a little youthful and could be out there with a nice body, and bitches would be like responding to that because they know that you Rashida's man and y'all got a nice house and y'all got money and all of that and y'all got businesses. All of that shit is attractive. Now that you an old man looking like you always tired to be with your wife, that shit, yes, washed. You ran through, sir. Kirk is ran through at this point. And so now he can't do it the same. Not because he doesn't want to, but because he just can't. Probably don't even have the energy for it the same way that he used to. So now Rashida can have reprieve. She can look like they figured something out. She can look like they've resolved something. But the truth of the matter is, if Kirk was not 9 years older than Rashida, he would have had another round or 2 of cheating and embarrassing her. That's all. But I believe Mendeecees and Yandy are having an open relationship, because I feel like Mendeecees can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. And as long as he keeps a ring on and keeps saying that he's Yandy's husband and keep coming home and holding hands for certain events, and, you know, as long as she can get 40% of him, that's good enough. And I think he knows that it is financially beneficial for him to stay in Yandy's house. That's how I feel. And it doesn't mean that these people don't have an affection for each other. It doesn't mean that they don't love, because to me, most of this is codependency. It's not really love, because if it was really love, then there would be a little bit more honesty and less lying to yourself about what's happening. If it was really love, you know what I'm saying? But people call this love because it's been going on for so long, and you make all of these sacrifices. But it's like, Rashida, you've been being groomed since you were in your early 20s, ma'am. Like, y'all were not the same age. I know y'all keep trying to make y'all age range closer and closer, but in my mind, if he was 27, you were 21, and that's still the difference between a fully formed brain and one that's not. And so the work that was put in your early 20s is the reason why you're not leaving as an almost 50-year-old woman. Like, the work has already been put in. The chip has been implanted. Now you can walk around on your own as a, you know, automated, generated wife, okay, that he done raised up since your early 20s. Okay. That's just how I feel about it, girl. Now we about to get into Real Housewives of Atlanta now that there are 1,200 of y'all in the room. And please understand, we will be coming back to this Instagram page to discuss how the Ooh Ladies first panel told y'all. We told y'all something was amiss with BRITT's husband. And I remember I got off the show that night, because sometimes when I be drinking on the show, and I know I done said some shit that in the moment I knew I was right, and I said what the fuck I said, but when I get off, I feel like a little like guilt. You know, that's the anxiety of being raised with crazy people. You always feel like you did something wrong, even when you really didn't. Like, it don't matter. I said what I said, and I still say what I said, but I feel the anxiety of, oh, I must have said too much. I did something wrong. All for us to come back a month later. Ain't me to be right. I gotta trust myself, man. That's what that taught me. Trust yourself, okay? Stop letting the abuse make you think everything requires this feeling. Does that happen to y'all, where y'all just kind of feel like something is about to be wrong? I'm forgetting something. Like, shit too peaceful, shit too nice. You know what I'm saying? Shit too comfortable. Something bad about that. Like, I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Oh my God. Anyway, that's just me. We're going to get into what happened with BRITT's husband when we get to the end of this review. Like I said. Okay, thank you. Like the video.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you said, anywhere.
Okay. All right. Did you like the video? Did you give me money? Anything? Anything at all? Did you at least subscribe? Did you subscribe to BondyBlue Bites, my secondary channel? I really want y'all to subscribe so I can get to 127 over here. Because y'all know, my growth moves real slow, but it is ever constant. Okay? It is forever constant and without pause. Do you understand me? Even though it may move at a snail's pace. All right? Always gaining traction, never falling off. Do you hear me? All right, so let's get into Real Housewives of Atlanta, shall we, everybody? Just more moments to like. So BRITT in her Chinese Birkin go look at a sports car with her husband. He tells her that she's doing too much when she's trying to, I think we can do it in here. I think we can do it. Girl, please. Need to stretch. Girl, please. You and that man ain't fucking in no car. That man might be fucking somebody else in a car, and he don't need that much room. A man like him really just needs somebody to be able to put their head in his lap. Two-seater is just fine. Okay? Two-seater works perfectly. All right? Britt is mad at Angela for calling her out about how she tried to pin her insurance license being investigated on Kenya. Girl, nice try. Hold up, where's that? Nice try. I can't stand a bitch that know they lying, and then when they get called out and they lie, instead of being like, you know what, you're right, I'm putting 20 on 10. They get mad at you for having the audacity to say something. Like, girl, I don't like it. I don't like it. And then Britt says that, I really thought. Let me see. I want to do without pinching my nose because I took my nose ring out. My nose hurt. Okay. I really thought that she would have some empathy for me, and she just had no empathy. But I found out that Charles possibly had a child on her. And I just was kind of like, I don't want to hear her talk anymore. But the fact that you're looking for empathy, like, I really don't like Britt's personality type. The personality type is delusional and audacious and disrespectful and so hypocritical and gaslighting the fuck out of people. Like, you do too much. You do too much, Britt EADY. I don't like that type of personality. Like, it's giving narc. Like, it's mad weird. Like, get away from me with whatever this is, okay? That man, though, that man is not worried about her. That man is not concerned. Drew and her Libra bag go over to Angela's. Y'all, that bag was so cute. But when I tell y'all, I'm starting to get an aggravation for those little cute bags that look good, but you can't fit shit in them. Yeah. And that's just because I buy them and then I'm like, bitch, I can't put nothing in this purse. Now I'm still holding shit. Now I'm holding the purse and the shit that I can't fit in the purse. Oh my God. Okay. Before they sit down, Angela has to bring up the fact that Drew was lying about being Michael Jordan's cousin. Angela, come to the front, baby. Everything does not require you to confront it. Like, we couldn't even sit down and have a drink before you had to bring that up, girl. Obviously, you can't really believe Drew when she says stuff like that. But Drew, you work on my fucking nerves because I think you love confusing everybody. Drew says, I think that was a joke. Bitch, you told it. What do you mean you think it was a joke? You told it. Talking about maybe I'm manifesting it. Why? Because Marcus Jordan is going to have sex with somebody that you know and have a baby and now boom, bow, pow, you're related to the Jordans? Bitch, that is a possibility. We know how Michael Jordan's sons are out here. Okay? We know how they out here. That does make sense. But Drew, like, come on. Why do you have to be so confusing on purpose? Like, it's a lame thing. I don't know why, but when it comes to Drew, I relate Drew to like those little annoying little girls that you went to school with. They're lame. They don't get a lot of attention. They're not likable, right? They just blurt shit out. And it's because they have like an awkwardness is how they relate to other people, probably because of their parents being weirdos. Okay. But either way, when they realize that people don't necessarily like them or they're not gelling with other people, they do like little weird shit like lie. You know who Drew reminds me of? Everybody out there that's watching Yellow Jackets. Everybody that's out there watching Yellow Jackets. Okay? Christina Ricci character. Is it Ricky or Richie? Child, I never know. I go back and forth between the two, but I know her. That's my girl. Okay. Ever since she was young, since Casper, since Now and Then. Okay. That's my girl. But Christina Ricci plays a character that is so aggravating. Like low key like Mona from Pretty Little Liars. It's a secret. Can you keep it? Y'all know what I mean, right? Keep it. That's what you say. And I like it. And you like it. Taking this wondering. If I show you and I know you won't tell what I said. You can't keep it. See, there's always, if one of them is dead, there's always that one girl, slightly nerdy, super smart, right? Annoying as fuck. Nerdy. And they start to just like lie and be confusing just because the confusion that they cause to the people that they want to be friends with, like it makes them feel some type of connection. Right? Nice lady, but annoying. Y'all, are y'all getting it? Or are we getting it? Because y'all know they develop Mona's character into somebody more likable. But essentially, if we're remembering how they start out, they're the girls that are kind of like, lame, and people pick on them a little bit. And so instead of like just becoming a stronger version of themselves, they kind of do pick me shit to be included by the, by the in girls. And then once they get close to the in girls, they start to be snooty themselves. That's what Drew did. Y'all, I'm hitting it. I feel like I gave y'all enough personality archetypes for y'all to see where I'm going. But that's the vibe that Drew was giving like all episode. Like, I'm a housewife, I'm an elder now, and I have had the experience of people, saying bad things about my character, but I also like confuse them on purpose because I want them to wonder about me. I want them to think I'm mysterious. So I lie and I say things that I don't really mean, sometimes like out of my own control, but really so that they'll always be wondering, because if they're wondering, then they're thinking about me, and I want them to be thinking about me. Yeah, I know. That's what's going on. That's what's going on, y'all. That's hilarious. Drew in the court documents. I don't know what Drew doesn't want to be seen. I haven't heard anything on the blogs yet that would explain that to me, like why she is acting like a victim in this situation. But either way, Ralph's ass works on my nerves. We're going to get to that scene in a minute. Portia, Kelly, Cynthia, and Shamia meet up. They say Angela and Drew were obviously on Kenya's side. Portia is having a birthday trip to Nashville. Drew is not invited, and Angela wants to bring Drew. Angela got some Botox to fill out her pinched nose. And so then when the lady saw her in Neiman's, she acted like she did not want to be seen. Cynthia and Portia laugh about how she and Simon went from be his peace to give me some damn peace. And that's why when we see that annoys us. That's why when we see that annoys us. All of you women out there that also promote be his peace. Like, I know y'all view some loud, disrespectful, big mama looking woman with her hands on her hips and screaming at the man. Like, I know that's what y'all view in y'all minds, but please be fucking for real. You know, most of these niggas are chaotic. That's why they asking you to be their peace, because they want you to continue to fix messes that they create all over the place. They're the tornado and they want you to be the cleanup crew. So when they asking you to be their peace, it's please come and clean up after I make a tornado. That's what that means. That's why whenever a woman is saying it, you like, bitch, you about to be cleaning up a tornado with your dumb ass. Why you want us to do it too? Like, why are you trying to impart this stupid ass wisdom on us that we need to be the cleanup crew? No, if you want to go and clean up that nigga mess, you be his peace. Stop posting that shit as dating advice to these girls. Be his peace. Nigga, what? A piece like what EADY be having in her bag. Okay, looking damn dumb, sitting up there talking about be his peace, all for Simon to be wearing your ass out, bringing up old shit to degrade you with, talking about the Underground Railroad and all of that. How you gonna call that lady stupid after you probably had your face all in between every crevice on her body, and now you want to roll up to the front talking about she's stupid? Yeah, she's stupid, but you wanted her to be stupid because if she was smart, she wouldn't have been fucking with you. I cannot. Drew and BRITT meet up, and BRITT feels like no one wanted to hear how she felt. Drew says that BRITT came off too celebratory about Kenya being gone. Drew asked if, let me do it how Drew do it. And this is why I said Drew was on this wave, them examples I gave you earlier, right? So did you ever sell it? Just like there's a tone of judgment in that. Like, did you ever sell coochie? Did you? Let me tell you something, Drew. And this is why I don't like when women who are wives have like this pedestalization, because I would rather be out here selling coochie on webcam, okay, than dealing with a nigga still in my basement. Do you understand me? I would rather be a webcam girl playing with my coochie on the internet than have a nigga I hate in my basement that I can't kick out. So I need for you to not have so much judgment there, because you are literally crying and pissed off and having to leave your house every weekend because you valued marriage so much. And that's what we be trying to say. That's what we be trying to say, girl, is that you can value marriage, you know, and tell women what you think they should be doing with their coochies and such things. But women who sell coochie will be sometimes in a more comfortable situation than you. You see? That's why case by case basis. That's why you don't value marriage just because motherfuckers is married. No. That's why you don't say, oh, I would rather. No, because you don't know what type of wife you might end up being. You might end up being a type of wife that's really paying for shit, but got him sitting up there acting like because he paid for the one thing, the house y'all live in, that you over there just eating off of him. So now he in the basement and not leaving. And every weekend, every other weekend, you got to leave your goddamn house and go stay somewhere else, so that he can spend time with the kids. And you know it's not really about spending time with the kids. You know it's about aggravating you, inconveniencing you, bothering you, because he enjoys doing that so much. So you know that's what it's really about, which bothers you even more so that you have to uproot your life. Girl, I would rather be a goddamn cam girl. But again, the question, did you sell cat? She asked that girl if she sold cat. Did you do porn? Britt, you did porn, babe. You did porn. If it's on a porn site, you did porn. If you were naked in a sexual capacity on the internet and it was being sold, you did porn. And guess what? It's okay. You said you don't feel bad. You're not ashamed. Well, then stand on it. Yeah, girl, I did it. That's where I was at in my life at that time. I felt like I wanted to do it. I did it. I don't do it no more. You know what the problem is, though, and the reason why women always feel the need? Well, first of all, y'all are going to treat them badly. You know, y'all look for a reason to treat women badly. So if you find out they do sex work, that's a reason for you to disrespect them and think that it's okay. So that's the one thing. But another thing is I feel like, damn, I lost my point that quick. Shit. Oh, my bad, y'all. I've been running it. I had a point about that. I'll come back to it at some point. Britt says that she and her best girlfriend did webcam for a week. She's not ashamed of it. Drew says one of the dicks looked familiar, but it was just a joke. And I'm like, oh, yeah. The reason why women don't want to be honest, because I find it so funny that people really think if you do sex work or if you have done that type of thing, that you want to do it with any and everybody. And the feeling then becomes you don't have any values. Like you don't have any standards simply because you've done these things. So that means goofy, weirdo niggas can come up to you and talk to you. Think the moment on the Players Club when Diamond is going to try on her cap for her graduation from college. And the nigga comes up to her and asks her for a table dance while she's trying on her cap and gown. And he starts throwing ones at her. Think that. That's the reason why women be lying about the shit that they do. If they didn't have to deal with that, I feel like women would be like, yeah, I was a webcam girl. Ain't nobody have to touch me and I made a lot of money. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? But it's when somebody who is clearly beneath you feels that they now have the social power to walk up to you and disrespect you in such a way. That's what makes you not want to be honest with people out of self-protection, really. And that's why I don't, you know, I don't feel no type of way for real. Like, it ain't my business. I don't care. I don't really judge other women by what they do with their coochie, especially if I don't want it. Like, girl, I don't care what you do with your coochie. If I ain't trying to get it, then it ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay? So, yeah, do your thing. Like, it's too much judgment from other women about what women are doing with their coochie. And I just feel like I'm not mad at BRITT for doing webcam modeling. But, you know, you have other personality quirks that I don't like that makes that seem like something, you know, you might need to be reminded of or something. Like, bitch, chill out. She want to be a victim so badly. It's really annoying to me. But they decide that they're going to move forward because Drew can have this very, you know, I've been there, girl. I understand. You know what? I hope all the best for you. I'm gonna have this moral superiority because I get it, girl. And even though I would never sell my coochie like you did, I'm going to have space for you, girl. I'm not gonna treat you like a whore down on the corner boulevard. I'm not gonna do you like that, girl. And I hope the best for you, you know. But it is really from like a condescending space when Drew was telling her that. But also like, fuck you, girl, because I don't like your energy. I don't feel bad for you, bitch. You're okay. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. Because you don't mind threatening other people for no reason at all. So you'll be okay. Drew and Ralph have their court date. Drew is fearful the court documents will come out. Drew, you know the court documents will come out. And at first you was acting like you wanted that, but now you're saying you don't want that. It's all very confusing. She keeps saying that it's more stuff about him that's going to come out than anything about her, but she doesn't want their kids to see it all. Girl, why? Why you don't want your kids to see it? Why? You think your kids don't know what's going on? You think they don't know who they peanut head daddy is? You think they don't know who they passive aggressive toxic mama is? Because please understand, the women that make themselves victims in these relationships, and I'm saying make themselves victims because I feel like what I think about in my head is when Sonya was on Watch What Happens Live, they were talking about Sonya getting pregnant. And Drew said that Sonya should get pregnant for her husband because that's what her husband wanted her to do. So you have that type of indignant delusion about how women should be acting when they're wives, right? You think like that. And then you fast forward to how you are now in this situation with this man making you a victim in y'all's relationship. But it's almost like you are so happy to sign up for this shit. And now here you are, upset and mad about this man being like this. Like it's just wild, y'all. Y'all remember that? I still can't believe Sonya is about to have baby number 3. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I saw that. She looks beautiful. She looks amazing. I hope she's happy. I hope she's happy. I hope she's getting the help she needs. I hope she's not, you know, tired and through. You know what I mean? If she's happy, if she like it, I love it. It was just on the show. It did not seem like it was something that she really wanted. It felt like it was something to hold her into place while her husband was able to still move around and do as he saw fit because she had her family. So he didn't have to always be there. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. But if it works for them, it works for them, girl. Congratulations to Sonya over there doing you know, photo shoots for that third baby, looking beautiful. Okay. Ralph is on his third attorney, which tells me that he's probably not the easiest client to deal with. His female lawyer wanted so badly for us to hear that this was a money grab on camera. And I'm like, a money grab? I hate when y'all do that shit because to me, when women have children with men and build homes and have families with them, whatever the men acquire is half of the woman. Like that's just how I feel. You're not almost dying in childbirth, right? You're not. Like you're not almost giving your life for the growth of this family. You don't have the right to feel like you have something that she's not entitled to. I see that so often. And it's not the other way around. It does not happen like that the other way around enough for me to give a fuck about how y'all feel about, you know, oh, if it was a woman. At the end of the day, watching these women help these men attain whatever they have, watching the women give the men money when the men didn't have it, all for the men to turn around and not wanting to be fair and divide what they have equally between them. Like that shit is so crazy to me. And it happens a lot. Niggas will truly be unfair to women who have made sacrifices in these family dynamics for them. They will not be fair to those women. Like I've seen it over and over again. So it's very annoying to hear his wife his attorney talking about a money grab. So Ralph still is able to live in the basement. I don't understand what's going on that Drew has to leave the house in order for him to come upstairs. Like, I don't, for some reason, I feel like that is so unfair in this situation. It's almost like she's being punished for wanting a divorce, even though they both filed. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is the situation with Drew in her marriage is trash, but I also feel like Drew, at some point, you were indignant about having this gender role bullshit dynamic in your relationship where you pretended not to have any power. And now he's basically using that against you. Like, you pretended like you weren't paying for shit, and now he's using it against you and acting like he was paying for everything. And I don't think he was. I think he purposefully went and bought that house without her so that if it came time, like it is now, for them to split the assets, he would be able to say, oh, I'm the one that pays all the bills. I bought the house. But he did it intentionally so he would be able to kick her out, not the other way around. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like what he does is very intentional to like hem her up and push her in a corner. It's very annoying, but this is what Drew, was brainwashed into wanting for herself. So everybody goes on a trip for Portia's birthday. Angela is late, but she tells Portia that she invited Drew, basically. Britt and Kelly talk about running into Angela at Neiman's. Angela was hiding. They hugged, and Britt asked if it was real. I don't know why Britt always feels like she needs to like check people's motives. It makes me feel like hers aren't. Like, whatever you're asking of me is probably a projection, meaning that if you are asking me if I'm being fake, it's because you're being fake. But Angela says I'm not fake. I don't do fake. If I hugged you, it was because I wanted to hug you. Okay. Angela FaceTimes with Drew, who is obviously stressed. Yeah, okay. So everybody was FaceTiming with their niggas and all of that. Y'all know they chop buku little bitty scenes up and put them in between. Portia's sister and friends joined them. The girls go riding mechanical bulls. Yeah, I rode a mechanical bull, got my ass thrown off expeditiously. It was so sad. Meanwhile, Drew is at Dennis Bar Crew with her sister, celebrating being offered a record deal. Portia tells everyone that Angela is having Drew crash. Okay, so let's get into this whole thing. It is annoying to me that Angela decided she wanted to go to these lengths in order to get Drew on the trip. But I also understood that this was probably a production situation in order to force confrontation, but also because Portia feels like she can just dictate the shit because it's her birthday trip when really it's a cash trip. Like, let's be real. Yeah, it's for your birthday, but it's a cash trip. So I do feel like Drew should have been on the trip. Like, if you're saying that you're not mad and you're letting it go, then she should have been on the trip. You saying you don't have an issue, but then ostracizing her from group trips when you know that means that she's not going to get her check for that. Like, I don't like that. I feel like it's going above and beyond to ostracize somebody when you say you don't really care. So Portia is annoying me from that standpoint, but I also understand her feeling like I don't want Drew here. Angela, why would you throw yourself in a crossfire and be the person to invite her? I know why. Because Angela can stand on her own 2 feet. That's what Angela said. And Angela had to stand on her own 2 feet because, to me, Portia was trying to bully her and then acted like, because you could have just said, no, I don't want her here. She's not coming. If she comes, I'll tell them not to let her in. That was cut and dry. But you don't want to say that because you don't want to be the bad guy. Right? You want to force people to make decisions without you actually asking them to do it. Same thing with Dennis, right? So when her homegirls and her sister are all at the table, now she has this opportunity to make them feel bad for her. And it was because somebody asked where was Drew. Angela didn't bring shit up. Somebody asked, where's Drew? And Portia goes on a rant about how, well, Angela invited her, even though I didn't want her, and she bullied me and ambushed me. And this is my birthday. And so now all the girls are like, well, she doesn't have to invite her. It's her birthday. And you shouldn't have told her to come because it's her birthday. And Portia's like, and now everybody's asking about Drew because you should have kept your fucking mouth closed because now everybody's asking about her and they've forgotten that it's my birthday. Girl. You're a fucking child, my nigga. Like, wow, Portia. Like, I know everybody can be like, it's really not. It's really not that serious, y'all. It's really not. It's a group trip. You wanted the opportunity to put her in the basement, right? You wanted the opportunity to put her in that kitty ass room and make her feel less than, right? And I feel like low key it is fucked up because I think that Drew is going through something terrible when it comes to this divorce. Even though I feel like she signed up for this dumb shit, it doesn't make it any fucked up, like any less fucked up. It doesn't mean that he's still not abusive and manipulative and being an asshole unnecessarily to her. It doesn't mean that. It just means that y'all have an attitude about the way men can sometimes be getting over on their wives in these situations. Like the women are just supposed to deal with it. And then when you finally get tired, now you want people to have all of this sympathy for you. Get it. But also, Portia is going through the same thing. Like Simon is dragging you, Ralph is dragging her. Why are you like not having any type of empathy for her, especially with y'all being on the show together? It just kind of showcases how much of a weirdo Portia is to me. Like, you know, you're a fucking weirdo, bitch. Like it's not even that deep and you're forcing the issue. And I don't even care. Like I just don't. If I was Drew, I wouldn't have came. But also I feel like, you know, like we've already discussed, Drew is the Mona. Like you want to be included. You want to be there. Even if it means you being there for 5 minutes to throw your towel down and be like, I'm leaving. You know, like you want to be there just so you can be included. You like the bad attention. I feel like she's one of those too. Like even if they're giving you negative attention, they're giving you attention. So you like that too. That's just how I see Drew. So Portia is just giving her an opportunity to play her victim shit up. Like they're both just gonna give each other the opportunity to be who they are. Drew can, you know, act like she doesn't really want to be included, but she does. And then Portia can act like she's not really a mean girl, but she is. Like that's it. One thing though is that I didn't like the way Portia was screaming at Angela, talking about I'm gonna talk to you like you're 55 years old and all of that shit. You should have kept your fucking mouth shut. I felt like Angela took a drink so that she would not go off, but I would have really liked for her to raise up on Portia a little bit. Like, I don't have to keep my fucking mouth shut. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say, Portia. You don't have to like it, but I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. Just like you should have said you didn't want her to come instead of acting like you didn't care. And now trying to get your homegirls to jump on me at this fucking table in front of everybody. She should have raised up on her fucking ass. Like, Angela, that was not the moment for you to concede. You should have backed that bitch up off you. I'm just saying. Like, the fuck? You gonna sit up there talking to me like I'm a child, like you don't know that production wanted me to bring the girl. Like, stop, don't talking to me like you fucking crazy and shit, you know. Because that's why Angela said, talk to me like I'm 5, because Portia was talking to her like she was a child. That's why she said, come on, talk to me like I'm 5. Because that's what you're doing, right? Talk to me like I'm a child. But nah. I still would have gathered her fucking ass. I'm sorry. I would have gathered Portia. I would have been like, I'm sorry, Portia's friends. I don't know who the fuck she thinks she talking to, but I don't really care like that. The fuck? Talking to, bitch. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. That was unnecessary. Like, I know everybody want to feel like, oh, what Angela did was so bad, bitch. Whatever. This is reality show bullshit. I don't even care. Who you talking to? Who you talking to? Because ain't nobody really bully you. But who the fuck are you talking to right now? Angela, you should have. That was the moment, Angela, for the raise up. Okay. But either way, y'all, that was all that happened on the episode. Now let's get into what was said about BRITT EADY's husband, because the girls, we was talking and we was saying, and I was saying that he was either abusive or gay or closeted or DL. That's what I said. Well, Tasha did an interview, and y'all know, take it with a grain of salt. But I feel like this is just confirmation on what I was picking up from just looking at him.
Who dick did she suck to get on the show? Because you know she good at it. I call her headhunter EADY, but her husband a headhunter too.
What you mean?
I used to host sex parties in Houston and in Atlanta for DL men. You pay $30 in cash, or you pay $32 cash app. I used to run a door in Houston, and then I branched off. It's called the Lifestyle Lounge in Houston. Baby, the who's who goes to those events. Special invites.
So what is you saying?
You may have been at a party or 10. 15.
Like, to me, this had to be when they were younger, because there's no way. This is how you know, like, you niggas is whores. Because when I tell you, the parties that have women at it are usually like, I want to say 80 and above. Like, you're not getting into a party where some freak shit gonna happen with women for $30. That's just wow. Like, like that's way too cheap.
15, 20.
BRITT eating husband? This guy?
Yeah, that guy. Michael Cunningham. And we have the same last name, by the way.
I was gonna ask, how do y'all have the same last name?
No relations.
But you have had relations.
Fucking music.
Does BRITT know this?
She should know her man gay. Anybody can see that. With two words.
I mean, I saw it on the couch. He looked a little different. I don't know if gay was the word, but he looked different. He looked standoffish. He looked like he just want to duck his head and mind his business.
I call it a lavender marriage.
What's a lavender marriage?
When a straight woman marries a gay man for whatever reason, for protection, for money, for status.
Do we have a $32 receipt? Now, this was a cash app. It looks like from her husband to you.
Keep the time.
2:03 a.m.
That's the night of.
That's so much evidence. Nigga got a cash app, a time, a nefarious time. Ain't shit going on after 2 o'clock in Atlanta. Okay? But booty cheeks. Thank you for bringing this up, Tasha. Yes, I will comment on it. Actually, I don't even think it was Portia. It was one of Portia's friends in the background that said, "Oh, I heard Drew was sucking." And then Portia was like, "Well, you know, that's what he does. That's what he does. When we out, he be like, oh, she's on my dick, she's on my dick, she's on my dick, she's on my." And I'm like, and you want to be with him so bad. Y'all, it's always so weird to me when women think that they're cool because the men tell them how many hoes they out here fucking. And to be very clear, if women are sucking Dennis's dick with no other sexual shit happening, they're being paid. If you are a woman out here and you giving head and getting nothing in return, I'm gonna need for there to be a payment. That doesn't make any sense. I hope the girl's self-esteem is not so low that they are giving away blowjobs for free. That does not make any sense. And Portia, for you to even believe that, okay, girl. Okay, girl. Yeah, that's what men always say. Men always lie and say, "Oh, I only got head." Men don't just want head, especially straight men. Straight men don't just want head. Gay men might just want head. You know, gay men will like, yeah, we can just suck dick and that's all. I don't feel like going through the rest today. We can just meet, 5 minutes. You suck my dick, I suck your dick. We going about our way. Gay men, yes. Straight men who are dealing with women, no. That's not happening at the number that you think it's happening. So if Dennis is just actively out here getting his dick sucked at random, it's probably because he's paying or it's men that's doing it. Either way, the fact that he's the hot dog girl, anyway, Portia, you look dumb. I'm gonna just say that. Portia, you look dumb. Y'all all look dumb trying to make it seem like Drew is out here, slutting like, oh, she's so nasty because she out here sucking dick. Girl, all y'all sucking dick. And some of y'all at that table probably sucked Dennis' dick too. We already know 2 of y'all went on a date with Dennis. So I wonder how many of Portia's homegirls have fucked Dennis. Like, girl, stop. The way Dennis get around, it's probably at least 2 or 3 of y'all on the other side of the table that we did not see that probably fucked Dennis. So for y'all to be up there talking about, oh, Drew probably sucked his, yeah, girl, Girl. And Portia still wanted him. He out there putting his dick in everybody's mouth, and Portia still wanted him, girl. So we're not about to act like that shame on Drew or that make Drew look bad. No, bitch, that make you look bad because you got a baby with that nigga. You got a baby with a nigga whose dick is just out here. Anybody want it? Anybody want it? You want it? You want it? Like, girl, the fuck? Which y'all thought that was supposed to be shame? That was supposed to be shame on Drew, right? Drew doing music with him, so now she fucking him, so that's shame on her. But not shame on you for fucking him, having a baby with him. And he's still out here fucking everybody. That's your baby daddy, and he fucking the women on your cast. You had a baby with him. Like, you let him shoot up your club. To me, even though the women who was just sucking his dick, if they wasn't getting paid, that's a show of low self-esteem. But at least they didn't get pregnant by him. At least they didn't get pregnant by him. Sorry. Sorry. If Drew looked dumb for sucking his dick, bitch, you look dumb for having a baby with him. Like, there's no way. There's no way. You suck this dick too, bitch. Like, what are you talking about? Like, how y'all sitting up here trying to make Drew look nasty for doing the same shit that at least 3-4 other girls at this table have done with Dennis? Like, if you've seen Dennis' dick, raise your hand. It's not just Drew. If it's Drew. If it's Drew, it ain't just Drew, bitch. It's a couple of y'all at this table. Stop it. There ain't enough straight men with money in Atlanta for Portia to be sitting at a table with 10 plus women from the Atlanta area, and not at least 2 of them have not seen Dennis's dick, child. The numbers tell me that it's a high percentage. It's a high percentage. Okay? But yeah, y'all. That's basically what's out here. We was right about BRITT EADY's husband. Y'all, do y'all know the Shannon Sharp situation? I'm gonna come to y'all tomorrow to really get into the Shannon Sharp situation. Cause like, I don't care. I'm gonna just tell y'all. I heard what they said he did and all of that. I low-key don't even care. I just don't. But I just hate the comments, y'all. The shit with Shannon Sharp, I just hate the comments. The one comment that I keep seeing that I really hate is the women or the people in the comments saying, see, we told y'all stop messing with them white girls. We told y'all stop messing with them white girls. And it's just like, why is that what you think? Like, why is that what you think about? Like, oh, it's because she's white. And if he was with a black girl wouldn't say anything like that. First of all, a black girl wouldn't make it up, but a black girl wouldn't tell anybody if you did tell her those things. A black girl would just take one for the team because we're all black. So whatever you did to the white girl, the black girl would have just kept it quiet because she wouldn't want to tear another black man down, girl. I hate y'all. All y'all in the comments saying that shit, I hate y'all. I really do. I hate that y'all think so little of us, that y'all think that every man accused of abusing some woman should have been with a black woman instead. Like, think about that. Y'all were really, I don't care whether it's true or not. Every nigga that has been accused of harming a woman and a woman is not black, there's always some black woman or black man in the comments talking about how he should have been with a black woman. Why? Every nigga accused of something, do you feel like they should have been with a black woman instead of the white woman they was with, right? Because the black woman would have stayed quiet. The black women are the ones that you should have done the abuse to, because then they would have just been a black hole for you to do it to. And nobody would care, and they wouldn't say anything, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be accused of trying to tear down a black man, girl. You do not want to be accused of that, because the community will hate you, girl. They will hate you more than a nigga that has fucked every young girl in the neighborhood. And when we say young, we mean 13. Oh Lord, I hate y'all. Oh Lord. I have not really, y'all, I've been watching the Never Ever Mets, but I'm not really watching it. Like it be on, but I'm not really paying attention to it. Like I know the big girl is on there, and I'm saying the big girl because I don't know her name. And I do feel like when the dude be acting all weird about her drinking, it's really him wanting to have an issue with her weight, but instead of making it about her weight, he make it about her drinking. Yeah. Like you just have to have something that you pick on her about. But it's not, you know, it's not deemed cool for you to make fun of her for her weight at this point. So you're not gonna do that. You're gonna make fun of her because you're gonna, you know, draw attention, negative attention to the fact that she's drinking. Even though you look drunk every time you call her out about drinking, you look drunk. So I saw that. Another one of the dudes who's on there with the older lady, why does he look familiar? He looked like he was on some other show. He was mad because she put the paint on his legs and touched his legs somewhere that he didn't want to be touched. Yes, we are going to see Sinners this evening, so I am not watching any content on it until I see it for myself later tonight when me and Lyric go to the show. Okay, after we eat these crawfish. No, Kiki's an alcoholic for real. Okay, that's why I say I'm not really paying attention because I saw her fall back that one time, but she caught herself. Okay. Oh, Chris, he was on Ready to Love. Okay, yeah. See, I'm already, as soon as I start to see a face I've already seen, I'm already tapped out because you just want to be on reality TV. So yeah, a lot of the shows is just they not invoking the same vibe. I don't care. Like they boring me low key. They be on, but I'm scrolling through TikTok. Yeah. I'm not watching no content about Sinners. I'll see it for myself. I'm hearing great things about it. I'm excited. I love vampire movies. Okay, so I can't wait to go and see it. But yeah, y'all, that's all I got for y'all today. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Like, comment, subscribe to BondyBlue Bites. Let me read these super chats and I'll get out of here. Oh, wait. Thank you, Alexa Jones, okay, for being a member. Thank you, Crystal Brewer, for the super chat. What's up, my love? Adams Apple and his old service wench tried to blame the viewers for him still being a cheater. Carlos acting like Kirk has so much love for OSW. What's OSW, girl? You know I'm slow. What did it say? Scotty G, thank you for the super chat. Will never forgive Yandy for taking Lil Mendeecees to see his dad in jail and didn't ask the mom. I wanted Samantha to beat her ass. Oh yeah. Equasia, thank you for the super chat. Let's keep in mind that Love and Hip Hop New York got canceled after 10 seasons, and that is the reason why Yandy and Mendeecees decided to go to Atlanta. It was more to survive and stay relevant. Exactly, and because nobody cared when they were in New York. Thank you, Ms. Divine Mo. Thank you for becoming a member. Kevin Preston, thank you for the super chat. When I saw her post that man in a silk cheetah print blouse, I knew he was a punk. Yes, that's the picture. Okay, under pressure, leaving his money on a dresser. Stephanie Knight, thank you for being a member for 25 months. I understand the history behind. I just feel like the wrong people use that statement in an ignorant way. The wrong people use that statement in an ignorant way. Which one, love? Which one? I know the plants is the plants is planting right now. I gotta water them so they don't die on me. Okay. Let me see. I'm just reading some of them comments because I wanted to be sure of what we was talking about. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. So nobody heard Britt say she brought locks in case people want to act funny. No, I think I might have missed that one. Kiki who? Oh, Kiki on Never Ever Mets. Okay, got you. Okay. All right, I'm just reading up these comments, girl. Okay, she did. I heard it. She did say that. I heard it. Okay, she always threatening somebody. So it seems as if she's continued to threaten people. I'm up on under pressure. Hey, when you see me leave my money on a dresser. Listen, somebody need to put that shit on. Oh, was that Malphamine block party? She said that's a Kelly. What are the locks for? Girl, we wondering. Yeah, she brought a lock for her luggage. Oh, okay. So that meant in case somebody wanted to steal something from her. Girl, you don't even have no clothes. That's why I said that Birkin was from China. Girl, get away from us with this. You needed Kelly's stylist. And then I heard from the diva, from Erica De Niro, that the stylist is now a BRITT stylist. And so the stylist is just out here, like blocking everybody. The white woman statement. Okay, thank you. Oh, all right, I got you. They do use that in a negative way. Thank you. Nah, because Kelly said she brought security and sage. Hood chicks put locks and socks to hit people with. Oh, okay. Yeah, Britt said she got locks when her and Kelly first went to the room to change. No, the locks go in socks to fight. Got you. Britt was trying to be dangerous again. Yeah, she always threatening somebody. She always threatening somebody with violence. Okay, child, I'm wondering, was you a stripper? Because strippers the ones that like to fight to the death. The stylist was with Britt at the premiere party. Britt must got the money to pay the stylist now. That's so funny. That's so weird. I wonder what happened with that because I think Kelly, you know what I'm saying? Like Kelly seems cool. So what happened? I have questions. I'm gonna tell you right now though, I don't like how this little clique is happening, like where it's Portia and Britt and I think Phaedra, they was over there shaking ass. Let me tell y'all something. All of y'all undercover lesbians out there, y'all always talking about these DL men. But see you DL women out there, I feel like that's the group of women that really love that freaking frag shit. Like those of y'all that are DL women, y'all are the ones that want to see Portia and Phaedra, jumping up and down, pretending like they gonna kitty click and shit. That's who that's for. Stephanie, thank you for the super chat. I understand that there are times where Black women are saying that Black men are quick to leave us and get in trouble, but that's not every case. Yeah, no, and it doesn't even matter because that's still them. They get in trouble because of them a lot of the time. Like, everything is not, everything is not that Stevie Wonder song. A nigga get off the fucking bus and somebody put some drugs in his hand and now he in jail for life. A boy is born in hard times, Mississippi, surrounded by something that ain't so pretty. To work a job, it like a needle. That song was so depressing, but such a bop. Da 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 da. Okay, what's the under pressure money under the dresser reference from? Katie Red, right? Was that Katie Red and Chev off the Ave? Oh, is it Malphamine Block Party? It's a bounce song. It's local bounce, New Orleans local bounce music. We have a culture of punks, as they like to call them, but effeminate gay men that create bounce music out here. And back in the day, Chev off the Ave and Sissy Nobi and Katie Red and Big Frida, they were all in the same genre of bounce music. Okay. And there used to be a song by Katie Red, when you see me put my money on a dresser, and that was because like they was just talking about what we've grown to know is the norm for a lot of the girls, which is that they prostitute themselves in order to live. Okay. Katie Red is a dick sucker. I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe. Katie Red suck dick in a middle court. Why did we grow up listening to this shit? Oh my God. Agreed. Just wanted to share light. Love the content. Thank you, Sister Greenleaf Days. I appreciate you, Stephanie. Thank you, love. Yeah, it's the Malphamine Block Party. That's what I thought. I ain't heard that shit in a long time. Yes. The Malphamine Block Party album was off the chain, child. Hold on, no. Remember, Cher was in the book of Revelation. For one to stand before another and say someone looks a fool, they should look at their company because they are the fool. Shout out to Cher of the L. What? In the book of Revelation. In the book of Revelation. All right, y'all. I'm about to go. I'm just having fun right now. But yeah, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. I'll be back tomorrow. Atlanta people, I'll be there this weekend. You heard me, down to the Boss Babe Awards. Hopefully, I'll be coming back with a 2025. Okay, hopefully, I'll be coming back with a 2025 to put up here. All right. But I'll see y'all when I'm out there. All right, y'all. Peace out. Bye.